Hello everyone, it's Emerson. I am a level 2 nursing student at GCU. I'm going to teach you today all about the tricks and tips that I've learned along the way and what's worked best for me study-wise and what I think level 1 or people considering nursing would like to hear. Even people in prereqs, this is super helpful. Keep watching if you want to know some really good study hacks on how to survive GCU's nursing program. So the first thing I'm going to go over is to get an iPad. I used to be a note taker on my notebook, and I would write down as much as I could during the lecture, but because I was so focused on getting all the important words, I'd technically miss the entire lecture. And once I got an iPad, I was able to download all of the PowerPoints that are included in the lectures and write directly on each slide extra notes and highlighted things that my professor said I would need to know for the test, etc. And this was super helpful because then I could go back after class and review my notes and see exactly what section they were on. I think it made my life so much easier. I was able to point out exactly what visually appeals to me. So yeah, first suggestion is to get an iPad. That's the first step. I would start by getting that in prereqs so you can get used to it and understand how you like to highlight things and write extra notes. Just want to let you guys know that going into the program, the lectures will be 3 to 4 hours each. You'll have labs and online classes as well. But after each didactic is what they call it, but lecture, I would really highly suggest to review the slides that you just went over in that class or any review that you did, because it'll be fresh in your brain. Even though you'll be very tired from class, it will help to even just glance at your notes. That's personally works for me. I didn't do that until this semester of nursing school, and it's already helped me because it's just like jogging your memory again and remembering what the professor said. I would warn against you trying to go back to your room, go to your bed, or go somewhere that you know you're not going to be able to study, because you will already have your brain shut off. You're going to want to go do something else or go to bed. If you're in your room, you're going to be distracted. So try to go to the library and just sit in there for even 20-30 minutes and just look over one PowerPoint if that's all you can do, because that will really, really help to just look at the material and see it your own way too. The next thing I suggest is to memorize all of the labs that you can and all of the conversions that you can right away. You're going to use them the whole time throughout the program. My lab instructor, level 1, gave us a really nice conversion sheet. I look at it and I just test myself and see if I know all the values before going into a test. And then knowing things like white blood cell count, creatinine values, bun values, all of that extra stuff will come very much so in handy when it comes time to learning about it. So that really helped me as far as deciding what patients to take care of first or deciding if I can give them certain meds, etc. When you get into the nursing program for GCU, and this will be with any nursing program, you will be flooded. I mean flooded with so many resources. That is not a bad thing, but what's bad is if you don't know how to use them or if you try to use them all. It's just not going to work. You need to find out what's going to work best for you. So I suggest trying 2 or 3 of the resources that they give you before your first exam. And if you didn't like one of the resources you used, kick that out and try the next, because all of them are going to have the exact same information, just in different formats. So for example, some of the resources we got were obviously the textbook. I would strongly suggest to go to the textbook, but only highlight important words, because there's no way you're going to be able to read the whole textbook. It's just, you're going to be exhausted and burnt out before you can even start if you try to do that. So that personally didn't work for me. If you're a person that likes reading, maybe that's where you should start. But we also had a bunch of places to do practice questions through our books or test ourselves with Kahoots that the professors gave us. I have found what I like based on trying all those different methods to teach other people what you've learned. I found out the hard way that I am not a visual learner. If you are, that is great. Try to figure out a way to incorporate that into your study methods. However, I have learned that teaching other people the material that I've been given has tremendously helped me take my test and remember what I've learned in class. So I take all the material that I've learned and I try to put it in like a little lecture. It can work to teach other nursing students for sure, but it does really help when you're teaching somebody that doesn't understand nursing because they can ask questions and you have to think through that. Just understanding the material, how to talk through it with somebody, what could go wrong, what should happen, how to intervene, nursing considerations, all of that. It'll help you with that. It's helped me, and I will continue doing that until I graduate for sure. Okay, this is a big thing. Do not cram studying for your test. I have tried, and I am living proof that is not going to work for you. I have done this in my level 1 nursing program. I didn't in prereqs, but as soon as I knew that all I had to get was a 76, I would just study like 2 days before, and that was it. It's not going to help you because everything builds on top of each other in nursing school. If you don't understand the fundamentals and you don't understand that base knowledge, you aren't going to be able to build upon it and understand as well as the students that did study a little more and understand the content could. Level 2 has honestly been a struggle for me because I did do that. And now that I'm studying like a week in advance, it has really helped me because I'm choosing to study a different way and I have more time in case I have questions at the end to ask my professor. I have also studied before class what my professor is going to teach so that when she does teach, it's like, oh yeah, I read this, I got it. And then the last thing I'm going to say is to stay super organized. I'm not saying you have to have a super rigid schedule where you have to spend 10 minutes with your friends at this time. No, that's not what I'm saying. For me, what's worked best is on Sundays, I write down every single thing that I need to do for the week ahead of me. By doing this, I can visually see how much I need to do and I can decide how I want to split it up between the week. I'm going to include a little bit of a look at my schedule. I have a homework side where I put every class in bold and then everything I need to do for that class for the week. And then on this side, I choose what days I want to split things up on. So this week I wanted to get done with all of the homework on that Monday so I could study the rest of the days for my exams. And that's how I stay organized. It personally works really great for me. And if you want to use this, please do. It's right on my computer screen. So when I open it, it's a good reminder to see exactly what I need to get done too. And then I love checking things off. Okay, that is all I have for you guys. If you ever want more videos for the nursing program, please leave a comment and a like. Let me know what you want me to make next.